Okay, this is part two. My camera stopped. I don't know why. I guess it gives you a certain amount of time to record them because I really don't use this. So, really quick, I shook the bag up with the chicken. I placed it in the oven. I put a little paprika on top of it, okay, for the browning. And I put it in it's on high, on broil, okay? Then I came over here and I wanted to tell you about the chicken that I'm doing, okay? So, what I have is some chicken breast that I cubed up. In here is parsley and garlic, okay? I'm going to put a little onion powder. A little bit of that. Garlic. Red pepper flakes. And then some black pepper. You know I don't measure. And I have some oregano, crushed oregano. I'm going to be a little heavy-handed with that, okay? And I have some basil, and I also have some fresh basil, too. And, of course, the steak seasoning. Alright? And I'm just going to take and mix that up. It's cubed. Right, wait a minute, let me see. Oh, I have to call her back. That's my sister calling. I didn't tell them I was doing it. So I'm going to put some paprika in here. Okay, then I'm going to let that sit. And over here, I have white onions. I have some more garlic minced. And I have some celery. I sliced it real thin. And I have some scallops. Scallion scallops. Wish I did have some scallops. I always mess that up. And I have some virgin olive oil, okay? And I'm going to saute these, not to it caramelized though, because this has to go into a sauce. So we want just a little crunch on here, okay? And I have that pan already. That's right here. And we're just going to put that in here and let that saute a little bit. Then I also have these that I'm going to slice in half for the sauce. And I have, of course, my tomato paste, right? Also, one second here. What did I do with it? Okay, I'm going to use some Prego with the basil and garlic this time, okay? And I'm going to actually start putting this in the pot while the vegetables are sauteing. I'm going to use my pressure cooker this time, but I'm not going to put too much of the pressure on here this time. So I'm just going to dump that in, like so. Now all these things like really easy things to make, nothing spectacular, but just a little something different, right? Just a little something different here. And I'm going to take this tomato paste, put that on in here. Even though it doesn't take long to do this, and I gotta watch my camera time on here because I'm just doing it recording, so I gotta see how long it lets me do it before it shuts off. And that way I'll go right back in here and do a part 3. Or I can do this. I can pause it, but I don't see the pause thing. Let me see. Now, I don't see where you can pause it, and that's strange though. Okay, no big deal. No big deal. So what we're going to do here is move this stuff around. We're going to move the veggies around here. Let me show you. Right? But we're not going to let it caramelize too much, okay? And then over here, I'm going to put some heat on that. Let me see. Do I have that good? Yeah. I'm going to put some heat on that. I'm going to start it off on low. Okay? Because there's more to go to this. So I'm going to put it there. And we're going to let that happen. Now, I have some shrimp. See these nice shrimp? These are jumbo shrimp. Wait a minute, let me show you. These are the jumbo shrimp. I'm gonna put these in with the chicken once I take the veggies out, okay? So we can just go right here and do that, right? And then it's gonna get some of the season that I have on the chicken. Look at that. It's gonna get some of that good seasoning on here. Okay, so remember, here's a little tip. Then that there's shrimp there, and the shrimp cooks before the chicken, so we're gonna put it also in the sauce, so we're not gonna cook it 100% through, because you don't want them to shrink down enough, and not only that, you're gonna put them in the sauce, and they're gonna still have to cook and marinate in the sauce, right? Okay, and I'm gonna show you my little fresh basil plant. It's doing really good. See my fresh basil plant? We're gonna do some of this and garnish and so forth. Yeah, let me take that piece off. Doing kind of good there, right? I'm starting to use a lot of fresh spices instead of a lot of the powdered stuff too. At least the herbs, at least. Okay, so I think I got this where I want it. Let me see. Okay, this is where I want it, where there's still a crunch. There's still a crunch on here, and that's what I want. Okay, so I'm going to take that out, put it back in the bowl it came from, right? Still watching my time on the recording. Okay. Don't do this unless you can take the heat. I'm using my hands to get the rest out. Okay, so that's going to be really good. So I put this pot back. There's still little crumbs in here, which is okay. And put a little more olive oil. Okay. And then we're going to put that chicken and shrimp in. Okay, I want you to be able to see that. So we had 7:22 at the time. Okay. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to take everything in here. And I'm going to put enough of it in there. And I think I can get it all in here without overcrowding this pan. If your pan is not big enough, use another pan, because if you overcrowd it, something's going to be undercooked or something's going to be overcooked, because there's chicken cubes, the breasts, don't take long for this to get done. So you want to make sure there's nothing pink. That's when you know that your chicken is right. Now with the shrimp, it's going to turn pink. You know that, right? Because you cooked shrimp before. But your chicken is what you want to make sure is more done. Because you're going to also put it back into some sauce. So you don't want it under or over cooked. I'm going to turn the heat up on here. And so don't cook it on low. Cook it medium, okay? And let's see what this thing is doing here. Come on over there. Because I'm thinking it gives you 10 minutes of record time. I think. So this is good here. So I have that heat turned up, and then my sauce is doing what it needs to do. So I'm going to come back and start doing the stuff I need to do for the sauce, okay? So we won't be long on this one either. And then you're going to season your sauce. I have something different I want to do with this sauce, though, and I'm going to show you. In case you've never seen me make the sauce before. I'll show you something different when we get to that point, okay? I'm trying to be careful and watch this time, though. It's real important that I do that. So everything is doing what it needs to be doing right now. So I'm going to come over here and dice these. I'm going to slice these tomatoes real quick. Okay. So with these tomatoes, I'm just going to slice them like so. Okay? And I'll tell you what we're going to do with them after I get a few of them sliced. And I can hear that this is doing good. That sauce is looking okay. I turned the heat down off of that. Okay, we're just going to slice a few of these up. And I'm putting it in the bowl and has the sauteed veggies in it, okay? Yep. I'm still watching that time. What? Okay, it's 10 minutes I've been doing this, right? Okay. So we're going to go into part 3. I'm going to stop this and start another one because it's easy to upload that way, okay?